Good morning, guys. Have you seen this fellow on YouTube? This Mock the Right. He gets Britain First videos or Tommy Robinson videos, and he makes a pathetic attempt on Photoshop. He gives him a big nose, which is much like his, to be honest. I've seen his picture. He has got quite a bad nose, and his teeth aren't that good either, to be honest, if you want to get personal about it. Because I mention this because this guy is quite happy to get personal, as in putting Britain First bank account numbers on his page. Reports Britain First. This is an Antifa page, a Marxist heathen page, which tries its very best to cover up the mass rape of our children, of our daughters, by a certain ideology. A certain ideology that was led by a 7th century warlord, a throat-slicing liar, probably a paranoid schizophrenic, in truth. Yes, this guy, this Mock the Right Report Britain First chappie, really is a bit of a pathetic individual, because, I mean, he's even had a go at me. He's done this pathetic Photoshop trick, you know, making his nose look big. He probably envies the fact that Paul Golding's actually considerably better looking than he is, if you want to look at it that way. Here's his Twitter page. Again, a little pathetic attempt. He hasn't even cut out the flaming faces of Jada Franson properly on paint. But anyway, I suppose 10 out of 10 for effort, I suppose, or 6 out of 10 for effort. Yeah, but this is who you're up against. You see, this guy's got thousands of followers. Him and a few other guys have been responsible for taking off Paul Golding and Tommy Robinson off Facebook, and of course, you know, Facebook are going to pay a big price for this, but it's their own fault at the end of the day. So don't listen to this big-nosed fired teacher. I was told in a message on Facebook that this chap had left his job as a teacher, quote, under a cloud. So he left his teaching job under a cloud. I wonder what type of cloud this might be. Would this be, you know, a political cloud or a deviancy cloud? I wouldn't like to say. I've never really met the fellow, but what he is a coward. He's a blatant coward. I mean, he knows my name. He's posted my face, which, you know, I'm not too worried about, because I quite like most of the people in Britain First, like most of Christian-based patriots. We're quite proud of what we're doing, because we're fighting this 1,450-year-old hateful cult. We're fighting the rape gangs. We're fighting the Islamisation. The fact that in 30, 40 years, this ideology, when it becomes true here in the UK, will take this man's house or take all his children's houses. He doesn't realise this. This is what jihad does every time it gets control. So then their few gangsters become rich, and you become, well, what they believe we are. We become inferior animals, because that is what it calls us in the unholy book of theirs. So thanks for the extra publicity, because I'm sure 9 out of 10 people actually just watch what Paul Golding has to say and don't pay much heed at all to the pathetic attempts you've made at ruining his video. I think you're actually doing him a service. You dozy hole. He's not averse to using abuse and hatred himself. Here we are. This is Britain First bank account number. We are extremely wanker cump staying interim f-wit, begging first, taking your money. You know, this is chip in whatever you can using the details below. So this is a blatant attempt to have Britain First bank account defrauded, isn't it? Not very decent, is it? Not a very decent thing to do to do with a fellow Englishman. You know, a guy that's got kids, like this guy has, I know for a fact. So when you're looking on YouTube, just bear in mind, well, you look at Paul Golding or my videos or any of the kind of Christian-based right wing, if you like, we don't mind showing our faces. We're not ashamed of what we're doing. We're proud of what we're doing. But this guy is obviously pretty ashamed of what he's doing, because I've only ever seen one image of him. I have got his picture somewhere, but I won't post it, because I don't think that's the British sort of thing to do. But rest assured, the nose he's put on Britain First Paul Golding's face is much like his own. See you guys. Bye bye.